Weston here with the Hidden Gibbon, and today we have Rebound. And this is going to be starring one of my favorite cards of all time. Also, this is an $870 deck. I managed to make a bracket 4 deck for under $1,000. Let's all clap and applause at my achievement here. This is going to star my favorite of the Ojers, Ojer Papatiq, Deepest Epoch. Now, if I mispronounce that, since the language is, or the names and stuff are based heavily off of Mesoamerican cultures, please let me know in the comments below. I want to be able to get it correct. But I have this as a commander in Arena Brawl, where I am a scumbag and I play things that copy spells and bounce things, and I play Oracle of the Alpha, and I make lots of copies of Oracle of the Alpha in that deck. Yeah. But let's get straight into it. Ojer Papatiq, Deepest Epoch, has 4/3 flying, and whenever you cast an instant spell from your hand, gains Rebound. For those of you who don't know, Rebound says exile as it resolves at the beginning of your next upkeep. You may cast it from exile without paying its mana cost. And then when it dies, return it to the battlefield as a land with 3 time counters on it. So then it just, taps for a blue, remove a time counter from it, and then you can tap to transform it and flip it back. So we are running Narset in this deck because we're jerks. She makes it so your opponents can't draw cards, and you can look at the top 4 and get a card. Creatures, we have 16. Because it's mono blue, we don't need all that many. We have Eluge, the Shoreless Sea. Power and toughness each equal to the number of islands you control. And whenever Eluge attacks, put a flood counter on target land. It's an island in addition to its other types for as long as it has a flood counter on it. And the first instant or sorcery spell you cast each turn costs 1 blue or generic 1 less for each land you control with a flood counter on it. It's pretty nice. We have Archmage Emeritus, which is whenever you cast or copy an instant or sorcery spell, draw a card. Archmage of Runes, which makes your stuff cost less, and whenever you cast an instant or sorcery, you draw a card. Consecrated Sphinx, draws lots of cards. Harbinger of the Seas, to punish our opponents for playing non-basics. Haughty Djinn, flying, and this creature's power is equal to the number of instant sorcery cards in your graveyard, and instant sorcery spells cost 1 less. Homunculus Horde. I love this card to death. That's why I added it. It's not the best card in the world, but I love it, so I added it. Hydraman, Fluid Felon. I hate the art on this card. Why does he kind of look like angry Nathan Fillion? Whenever you cast a blue spell, if Hydraman is a creature, he gets +1/+1 until end of turn. At the beginning of your end step, untap Hydraman. Until your next turn, he becomes a land and gains tap add blue. Jin Kataxis, you can copy an instant or artifact or sorcery spell, or counter the opponents. Leer, give your stuff flashback. Mercurial Spell Dancer. Can't be blocked, and when you cast a non-creature spell, put an oil counter on it. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, you may remove 2 oil counters from it. If you do, when you cast your next instant or sorcery spell this turn, copy that spell. You may choose new targets for the copy. I play this in that Ojer deck I have on Arena, and it does lots of fun, silly things. Mocking Sprite, instant sorceries cost 1 less. Murmuring Mystic, whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, make a bird for blocking purposes. Spell Seeker. Tigum, Master Opportunist, he suspends your stuff. So whenever you cast your second spell each turn, copy it. Then exile the spell you cast with 4 time counters on it. If it doesn't have suspend, it gains it. And then Torrential Gear Hulk. So we're only running 2 sorceries. We're running Treasure Cruise, and we're running Seagate Restoration. We all know what these both do. For instance, this is where the vast majority is, because we want to be able to rebound our spells. So we have Archmage's Charm, Brainstorm, Confounding Riddle, which is, look at the top 4, put 1 in, or you can counter a spell. Consider, returning those cards, right? Cryptic Commands in here. We do have some counter package with Counterspell, Fierce Guardianship, Force of Will, mana Drain, right? We have Engulf the Shore return to their owner's hands. Creatures with toughness less than or equal to the number of islands you control. We have Psych Rift, we have Evacuation, Frantic Search, High Tide for combo purposes. Narset's Reversals in here, some Opt for some draw, Seeing Double, Pongify, Sink into Stupor, Snap, Sublime Epiphany, and Supplant Form, which is a return target creature you control to its owner's hand, and you put a token on that's a copy of it. And then we have Quick Study, which just draws 2 cards. For artifacts, I do have one from Avatar in here, which is untap this artifact during each player's untap step. It's a nice little mana rock. We have Cage Sun and Gauntlet of Power to make our islands cost more. We have Helm of Awakening, which makes our spells cost 1 less. Isokran Scepter, Soul Ring, Water Crystal, Sapphire Medallion, the Magic Mirror, which I try to add this in every one of my monocolored blue decks because I love this card. Primal Amulet, which flips into Primal Wellspring. Add 1 mana of any color. When your mana is spent this way on an instant sorcery, copy it. And Dowsing Dagger turns into a Black Lotus land. And the One Ring. As for our enchantments, we have Back to Basics to punish people more, Mystic Remora and Mystic Study, Propaganda, Wizard's Class, Teferi's Ageless Insight, and Shark Typhoon. Pretty basic land package. We got Rogue's Passage. We got Minimo. We got Odawara. We got 2 fetches. And then we got 30 islands. So let me know what you think. Like I said, this deck actually wins a lot on Arena in the version there. We, of course, don't have all of these cards on Arena. So, as always, I am Weston with the Hidden Given, and I hope you all have a wonderful day.